Hey guys, it's me Cosmic, and today we're going to talk about furry video games. I will not be talking about absolutely all of it, since that would make this video a few hours long, but there will be honorable mentions here and there. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you in just a bit.
I am going to make this video as spoiler-free as possible. So, let's begin with Animal Jam. Animal Jam is a browser MMO released all the way back in 2010. And it kinda reminds me of Adventure Quest, if any of you remember playing that back in the day. It was developed to be an educational game for children, hence why the game is filled with interesting and cool information about animals. The game does have a lot of customization options, so if you happen to be a parent watching this or you happen to be a minor, then I would highly recommend that you play this game. Not only do you get to learn a lot of cool and interesting things about animals, but you also get to, play as an animal. So, yeah. Number 2, Neopets. Neopets is a browser game released all the way back in 1999. Yeah, it's quite old, yet still played to this very day. In Neopets, you can own multiple pets, take care of them, dress them up in cool or cutesy ways, and play mini-games to earn in-game currency. Number 3, Spyro Reborn. Spyro Reborn. So, Spyro is one that you probably already heard about or even played because it's such an old but classic game. In Spyro, you are a young dragon defeating bad guys to get gems and free other dragons that have been turned to stone. It's a simple but, alright premise. Spyro is a action platform game. And this franchise is quite massive, spanning multiple games and platforms. Number 4, Gunfire Reborn. In Gunfire Reborn, you are a cute anthro animal shooting other, admittedly less cuter anthro animals with cool weapons. The stages are somewhat randomized, where they are generated via tile sets, and the loot is randomized. You go through stages, collecting loot, leveling your skills, kicking ass, and collecting scrolls to improve stats, or get effects. Gunfire Reborn is an FPS roguelike with some RPG elements sprinkled in. It's also co-op, so you can play it with your friends as well, or you can just play it solo. Number 5, Changed. Changed is a game created by Dragonsnow. The story revolves around Colin, a human trapped in a mysterious laboratory, not being able to remember how he got there in the first place. The objective is to escape the lab, persevering through all the threats that you will be facing along the way. The game features a lot of interactivity with objects in rooms, as well as quote-unquote death scenes revolving around transformations, which is how you probably already know the game, because the transformation scenes are quite popular. Next up is Black Sad. Black Sad is a game that is based off of a comic book series. It's a detective adventure game that is story rich, and your choices will have an impact on the game. It's set in the 50s New York City, where Joe Dunn, the owner of a boxing club, is found dead. Meanwhile, rising star Bobby Yale, due to take the ring for the most important fight of his career, has mysteriously disappeared as well. Sonia Dunn, Joe's daughter, takes over the gym and must deal with its financial woes. She hires a private detective, John Blacksad, to investigate Yale's disappearance. The sinister case will take our investigator to the darkest, most dismal depths of New York. Also, I just gotta say, look at him. Do I really need to explain more to you? Come on now. Before I end this video, here are some honorable mentions. Nikojishi, Ugo Melodies of Steel, Wild Assault. Now, Wild Assault currently is in... Let me check actually before I say that. Wild Oh yeah, Wild Assault is currently being playtested and not currently out for the public just yet. Because this is a fairly recent development, so obviously it's going to need time in order to actually work. Beta Deloda does have a video about this game, so I would highly recommend that you check that video out. But until then, I would definitely recommend that you keep this game on wish and wait for it to come out in the public. And that's going to be about it for this video. I do hope you enjoyed this video, and if there are any other furry games that you know but it hasn't been mentioned in this video, then you can go ahead and comment them down below. Anyways, I hope to see you again. Have a good time. Goodbye.